Click, click, boom. What's going on, faithfuls? The Nothing But Niners crew is here. It is halftime, and guys, we have a lot to discuss. All right, I'm not going to go through the formalities because it's a very short show, but just make sure you guys check out the website if you haven't been there before. It is www.nothingbutniners.com. That is going to show you everything else that you need to know about us, our different social media platforms, our email address, all that is on there. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, it's all right there. Faithful, I'm looking at the comments already, and I am not liking what I'm seeing here. Look at this. Jimmy G pisses me off. Wow. Spoon is ass. Defense looks good. Just got to score. Does the defense have to score? What does that mean? I don't even want to talk about Spoon. Man forgot how to play corner. Look at all the anger. Look at all the hate I'm seeing right now, man. Guys, listen. The Niners aren't winning by luck. They're winning because they're a better team. Jimmy G threw an interception. Yes, guys, guess what? He is not perfect. I don't think a quarterback went through an entire season without throwing an interception. Jimmy Garoppolo was fine. In fact, on that play, he saw Kendricks and tried to lob it over his head. Kendricks just saw it. He read it better than Jimmy did, and he stepped back and he high-pointed the ball, guys. It's going to happen. It's not a big deal, all right? Witherspoon, man, we already saw what happened with him, and boom, they took him out right away. In place to make a play on the ball, turned around, everything, just tripped. He tripped. You don't have feet, you can't play football. Forget what position you're playing. You don't have feet, you can't play football. So the team moved on from him. Now, I will say this. Everyone said, oh, Mosley looks good. Mosley looks good. He's had a couple of big hits, and everything has been in front of him. The one play they tried Mosley down the sideline, guess what? He was out of position, but Kirk Cousins threw a duck over there and into the dirt. He was saved on that last drive that they had by that duck. So we got lucky there, and luckily for us, knock on wood, they settled for 3. So the score right now is 14-10. The Niners come back out with the ball. What are your biggest concerns, guys? And I'm talking to you all out there in the chat. I don't know if anybody else is joining. I'm not worried about anybody else joining. I'm doing this for you guys. So let me know what you guys want to see coming up in here in this next half. All right, my man Breezy is popping in here. I see him over there. What's going on, Breezy?
What's good, baby? Hey, man. Halftime. It's halftime. Now,
yeah, man. I'm telling them, all right, so let's start with the Jimmy Garoppolo interception. What were your thoughts on that play right there?
See, I know it was a bad interception, and the only reason why I say it was bad is because as far as the timing and the space where it happened. But it was the regular play action plays he's been throwing all game. Some people saying he stared down Michael Kendricks. No, he didn't stare him down. Michael Kendricks didn't bite on the play action pass. They've been biting all game. At some point, somebody got to get smart. So we just gonna have to change that play action pass game plan up. I like them to go back to the motions with the backs in the backfield and opening up the zones in the middle of the field for them for those passes to be caught. Jimmy likes to throw in the middle, so you're gonna have to do that. That, to me, that's what I got out of that pass. I saw Michael Kendricks went up and made a play. The ball was high. It would have been in Debo's hand, but if he missed it, Debo probably would have had a chance to make the catch, but he didn't miss it. He went and made a play. That's just what I saw. I got to watch it again.
Now, I'm going to tell you what I said already before you popped on here. I said Jimmy actually saw Kendricks. And
okay.
That's why he rainbowed the ball the way he did.
Over his head. Okay.
Kendricks didn't take that step forward he was supposed to on the play action pass, with what you just said.
Right.
He didn't bite on the fake handoff. If he just took one step forward and then read the play, when he lobbed it, it would have been right out of reach, right into Debo's arm. But he didn't. And he high-pointed the ball at the right time. Jimmy saw him. It was a good defensive play. That's all it was, guys. There's nothing to panic about.
That's what I thought, bro. It was a good defensive play.
Fake about. Okay, Debo did not run the wrong route, Crystal, on that play. That's the play you're talking about. He didn't run the wrong play. Didn't run the wrong route. It just happens. You know what I'm saying? So that's that. Now, I'm going to ask you this question. This had nothing to do with this game. Have we seen the last of Akello Witherspoon in the 49ers uniform?
He's done, bro.
I'm not talking about this game.
He's done. We talk about career. I think this is the last time you'll see Akello Witherspoon in the 49ers uniform, bro. Unless there is a injury that is there and he's been trying to play through that particular injury. If an injury comes out of nowhere and all of a sudden, you know, coach and them start saying stuff, yeah, you know, he was trying to make a goal, blah, blah, blah. We ain't heard about an injury from him since he came back from being injured. If there's no injury, I think this is the last time we see AK in the 49ers uniform, and this is on him. He can't blame nobody but himself, bro. You cannot fall on the grass on your home field when the ball is underthrown because you miscalculated the coverage. You thought Diggs was going to run by you, and he didn't. The ball was underthrown, and he fell, and Diggs went and adjusted, made the catch, and because he fell, Diggs took it in for a touchdown. He couldn't even get up to make the tackle, Mike. Go ahead, bro.
Now, let me ask you this question, and I'm just playing devil's advocate, and we're going to keep it moving because it's way more than Spoon to talk about.
Absolutely.
If the ball wasn't underthrown, you think that was your pick six?
I said it, man. I think that was the pick six. He
was in position. He ran the route for him.
So that's why it's hard to really say Spoon done, but Spoon ain't gonna be playing no time soon.
Okay. All right, guys. And this is what we're gonna do a lot more of this on the overreaction show and everything. Now, D Ford is back out there and making his presence felt. Remember I talked about the play. I said they're gonna line Bosa and Ford up on the same side.
They did it.
Armstead on the outside.
They did.
Him next to Armstead, and they're gonna come in the middle, and boom, what's gonna happen? And what did I say? And what happened?
They did.
And they did the quarterback just like I said, man, bro. This game is going to be over soon. It's going to be over real soon, man.
So, and remember we said, I think it was on the show on Thursday, if I'm not mistaken, or I think it was Thursday show. We said that expect to score at halftime to be kosher, and then expect it to just,
and expect the floodgates to open in the second half. Is exactly what we said.
What are the 49ers doing right now? What are they doing? What are they doing on defense, bro? Are they stopping the run or are they stopping the run? Huh?
I mean, given the two options, I'm gonna go with they stopping the run, bro.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure you picked the right option because right now I ain't seeing no signs of a Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook is getting cooked. Add the ED to the last name because them boys is coming out. They rapping, they tackling. And what did I say, Mike? What did we say? We said do not let him get to the outside. Guess what? Sir. He's getting to the outside, but guess who's there? Tart. Everybody.
And I'm gonna tell you what, he'd have 7 less rushing yards if Quan didn't miss those 2 or 3 tackles.
Quan has 2 missed tackles.
Man.
I saw 2. Don't throw 3 on him, Ricky Bobby. I saw 2 missed tackles. Was it 3? I could be wrong.
Hey, we'll go with 2. We'll go. Okay. Either way.
First game back after missing
exactly. Yeah. We're not gonna sweat
it. But he flying around the field.
Yes, sir.
He all over that field, diving. Stretching the pecs.
Now I do want to ask you this, man. I know a lot of people are panicking about Jimmy Garoppolo. I want to ask you if you're concerned about him now because we did see that interception. I thought that was a good throw, but a better play on the ball by Kendricks. But we did see another almost interception by Jimmy that Kittle happened to break up across the middle of the field.
Jimmy Garoppolo, Mike, is a gunslinger. Will you please tell these people that's what he does? He's going to throw the ball into some bad coverages. Sometimes the throw is going to be there, but he's always trying to make – Jimmy loves to throw across the middle of the field. He's trying to get the Minnesota defense to allow him to do that, but they know that that's his strength, so they're not. They're going to crowd the middle with those safeties and linebackers. That technically, Kendrick should have 2 picks this game, but we have a guy named George Kittle who went on the defensive side and said, "No, sir, you're not. Man, you're not getting this pick. Not on my QB, not on my watch." So that's why that didn't happen. Why are we concerned with Jimmy G? Look, man, we know he's a gunslinger. We know he's going to throw some interceptions. And did they not NBC post the stats after he threw an interception that he's 36 for 39 with such and such touchdowns and
touchdowns, blah, blah, blah. 128 passes. Oh yeah, we saw it. I just
want to make sure they saw it. Don't worry, guys. It's a game. Yo, man, it's a marathon, guys. We're gonna win this. We're gonna win this, man. We're gonna win this marathon and go on to the next one, man. It's the way that Kyle is setting up stuff, man. And the run game is slowly coming, but it's slowly but surely coming along, guys.
Oh, yeah. Let me give you some stats here, okay? Raheem Mostert is averaging 5.7 yards a carry. Tevin Coleman with the 1-yard touchdown run, it's still averaging 3.3 yards a carry. Debo Samuel's averaging 6 yards a carry. Like these boys are out there, they're running, they're working right now. So there's no panic at all. Jimmy Garoppolo was 8 of 13 with 105 yards
and 1 interception
and a pick, right? Now think about this. He also had a 10-yard, it was a 6-yard drop by Bourne. Remember that drop by Bourne he should have caught, right? Bounced right off his hands, was knocked out.
I thought he got hit, but yep.
No, but that's what I'm saying. But it was, you know what they're going to do. You know what they're going to say, okay? If you look at the flip side, Kirk Cousins at 10 to 12. That 81 yards, he got a touchdown, okay? We saw what that touchdown was. We get
longest yard, 47-yard was that longest yard. But did you see the rest of his stats? That 47-yard was his longest yard pass play, and all the other pass plays. So if he's 10 for 12, that means 9 of his other passes are for 41 yards. That boy is not being able to throw that ball.
Exactly.
Mike
and then listen to this. They can't run either.
Oh my
Dalvin Cook is 6 carries for 11 yards.
Now, here's the thing that Minnesota will do, and correct me if I'm wrong. Stop me in my tracks. They will continue to come out there and try to throw the ball. Even if they abandon the run, they're going to try to throw the ball. They trust their receivers to get open, beat our guys down the field. Sherman had gave up a first down. It was a 7-yard pass because they needed 6. He gave up a 7, but Sherman was lined up in the slot. Sherman don't need to be in the slot. Sailor, get that boy out the slot. Mm-hmm. But he was in the slot. He was out of position on that play. What other plays can we talk about? What's some other plays that you saw that we?
There was a nice return by Richie James. If he learns how to break a tackle or stand up to a fart, he'll be okay.
Dude got tripped up by the motherfucking shoestring, man. That would have been a touchdown.
Yes, sir.
That would have been a touchdown. Yeah. And then he also scared me on that that punt where he just should have just let it go. I'd rather have started at the one where opposed to him catching it and then get it knocked out his hand and they get it for a touchdown. Got to think smart, guys. We can't go out here and beat ourselves, and that's what the 49ers are doing. On that second drive, the 49ers had the ball. That was all 49ers. They beat themselves. Mike McGlinchey I think he had 2. He gave up the sack to what's the guy? Saunders, whatever his name is. Gave up the sack. Jimmy Garoppolo got sacked. They made it 2nd and long. We got to stay out those longs, man. Yeah, Jimmy can convert a 3rd and 18, a 3rd and 20, but we don't want him throwing 3rd and 20, 3rd and 12, 3rd and 11. We want him throwing 3rd and 6, 3rd and 5, 3rd and 3, 3rd and 2. And I don't know if y'all know, but Jimmy G out there having fun. This guy calling his own quarterback sneaks.
Let's talk about it.
He's having fun. Even the one he didn't get in on the touchdown, That's called that.
I want to talk about that play in particular, man. Let me show you. This shows leadership that we have not seen from Jimmy Garoppolo all season. There was no huddle. We got down there. He saw the play. He saw how the Vikings were kind of hanging around, right? And he starts sending his signal. He's doing this. 1, 1. He's telling everybody 1, 1. It's 1 yard. Let's go. Let's go. He tries to hurry his team to the line, but they were too busy celebrating. They were too busy lifting each other up off the ground and bouncing around a little bit, right? And then what happens? It gave the Vikings time to get over there. And when his sneak, he called the sneak, it was on a hurry up. There was no call from Shanahan. Shanahan wasn't giving him the signal. This was Jimmy Garoppolo seeing it and saying, I want to go do this right now. So that was that. There's a couple of other plays that we got to talk about. Kendrick Bourne really quick, just real quick, made some really, really good plays in the first couple of drives. So Kendrick Bourne, shout out to him. He saved a bad pass from Jimmy Garoppolo. It floated up in the air. He brought it down. So I know the kickoff is happening and everything. Hey, we're going to win this game or not, bro?
We win in this game.
All right. That's it, man. We'll see y'all after the game for the Overreaction Show.